I invite you to come along with me as we decorate my entryway for fall. I hope to give you a lot of inspiration and new decorating ideas that you can use in your home to get ready for the new season. Hello everyone, welcome to my home and welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you stopped by for this fall entryway decorating. I have my usual mix of vintage, thrifted, and newer home decor. I'm going to combine it all to create that special and unique look. I'm here to give you all of the inspiration and ideas for ways you can decorate your home this fall, making it cozy, warm, and inviting. So let's go ahead and get started. You know that I love to show you all of my decor collected here in one spot. I have it all strung out in my entryway. You can see the colors I am planning on using and putting together. A good mix of my traditional blue and white with some green. And then of course I have my fall colors mixed in with that. I hope to inspire you on ways that you can incorporate your everyday home decor that you love with seasonal decor. This is a new picture. I picked this up at Hobby Lobby. It is from their spring decor. It was 75% off, and I'm going to be using that here in the entryway. You can see there the regular price that I paid 75% of. But it has beautiful colors in it, and I'm going to replace a picture I had hung on my gallery wall. This is the gallery wall, and I redid this in the summer. I had shopped my home and grabbed a picture from my office to put up here, and I loved it, but I was desperately missing it in my home office. And so I put it back in my office and found that Hobby Lobby picture. It's going to be perfect here, especially for fall. I have moved my chinoiserie garden stool in here already. It's super heavy, so I already put that in place. I got that from my living room. And then I moved in this chair. It is like a velour in this golden color. And I thought it looked very fall-like. I got that from my bedroom and replaced it with the chair I previously had here. So shop your home and you can come up with brand new looks without even spending a penny, just using and rearranging the things that you already own and love. By removing the lid of my ginger jar, it creates the perfect oversized vase for a fall floral arrangement. I got these wispy orange stems from Amazon this season. I will have as much as possible linked for you in the description, but I loved that they were tall and, like I said, wispy, so they will add some character to this arrangement. They also give height that balance off my lamp on the other side of this entry table, but they don't necessarily block the view of my gallery wall. I'm going to fill in the bottom of my arrangements with some stems I have had for several years. I believe they came from Hobby Lobby. And then I have some almost vintage feather stems that I'm going to add in here just for another element of texture. It is the simple use of fall colors and textures combined with my everyday traditional decor that make decorating for the seasons simple and easy. I have some vintage brass duck head bookends that were thrifted at one point. They're going to hold up my collection of thrifted books. And then I'm just adding a simple gold leaf and another piece of my blue and white dinnerware. This dish is going to be the anchor for my feather pumpkin. I thrifted this for $3.50 and shared it in my recent fall thrift haul. Then by adding touches of color, like the orange Reader's Digest with the green candle, it just brings in a happy fall feeling that is warm, cozy, and inviting. These home decor accessories also tie in everything with my gallery wall down here onto my table. This keeps everything in the same color family, and repeating that color is what makes it all work together so beautifully. I purchased this blanket from Amazon several years ago and have been using it in my bedroom. I love it because it is double-sided, so you get two looks out of one blanket. I believe this was a very close look-alike to an Anthropologie blanket, and again, we'll link it for you if it is still available. I wanted to carry over all the same colors from my gallery wall into the throw that I used here on my chair. I also did not want to purchase another blanket just for the one season, so I think I came up with a good solution by reusing this blanket on the reverse side and making it work with my fall decor. What do you think? Did I make the right call? Let me know in the comments. I have a couple of pillows that I was not about using the Hello Fall side, so I just turned that around. That dark green will be picking up the colors in the blanket. And then I have a really pretty pumpkin pillow that I thrifted last year. For the top of my garden stool, I have a crafting book that my daughter-in-law gave to me. By layering that on my garden stool with the pumpkin, it brings those fall colors and the colors I've repeated in my gallery wall and decor down here onto the garden stool. On this wall, I have moved my umbrella stand with my two vintage canes. This was previously over here beside this table where I put the garden stool, so I went ahead and moved that. And then I have my lamps I've been using in here, and then this oil painting and scroll work that I keep up here all year long. It's some of my favorite artwork. So I love to decorate around it, and the colors are perfect for fall, and we're gonna accentuate that with all of our decor I'm gonna place here on this table. If you are new here, you're probably going to quickly learn a lot of my home decor is thrifted, and the older the better. I love vintage home decor. I have a few newer pieces that I like to sprinkle in, and I like to mix my patterns, and I like to mix my colors. I very much like a maximalist, colorful home. For my blue and white chinoiserie vase, I have these fall colored stems, and they are just beautiful with that painting as the backdrop and with the vibrant colors of the blue and white vase. Do not be afraid to mix those patterns, mix the colors. You go out in nature, especially this time of year as we approach autumn, and you see a rainbow of colors. I have a quick and easy ginger jar makeover project for you. I found this ginger jar at Burlington for $12.99. It is perfectly fine the way it is, but I just told you that I crave color and wanted to make this go from bland to fabulous. I love that candle that I showed earlier. That green color is a favorite of mine, so this ginger jar is getting an upgrade. I wanted to make sure that it is as neat and tidy as possible, so I used painter's tape and I sealed off the inside of the vase and the top as well, so that it again has a nice crisp line and is neat and tidy. That's going to make it just look better down the road and not so much like a DIY project. It is the small details like taping everything off, spraying in multiple thin layers so that you don't get any drips or runs, that elevate your DIY home decor to a professional level, making it look like you bought it and not something that you spray painted in your backyard. I love to use Rust-Oleum spray paint. It has the primer and paint in one, so that you don't have to sand or prep the surface other than to make sure it is clean and dry. Anyone can have a white ginger jar from Burlington, but only you, with the inspiration from me, can have this meadow green ginger jar in your home. It's unique and special, and it brings character and a fun detail into your decorating. For fall, I'm going to tie a velvet ribbon around it. This is a very thin, slim ribbon, and I got this multiple pack of ribbons at Hobby Lobby last Christmas. Get it on the 40% off week, and it makes it very affordable. And see, paired with this white ginger jar that I already have, it is the perfect mix of neutrals and colors. Bringing in a little bit of fall with my Homeco vintage quail. Your fall decorating does not have to be complicated or hard. It is as simple as a beautiful vintage bowl filled with some seasonal decor like these pumpkins. I have a variety of colors and materials that are used in this bowl filler, and it's perfect to just bring in that touch of fall. If you just changed out your stems and whatever decor you had in your bowl, it would make it simple and easy to decorate for the fall season. Niche is going to get a floral design in it. I have that big wicker basket vase that I'm going to do a fall arrangement in and put up here to fill up the space and make it look beautiful. This large wicker planter I picked up in the spring at Home Goods or TJ Maxx, I forget. I think it was $39.99, and I love it. Because this wicker vase is so large and the art niche is very tall, I want to keep the scale of my arrangement in mind when I am filling it in with all these faux foliage pieces. I have a variety of things. I bought nothing new for this. I'm using stems that I already owned, a variety of colors, a variety of tree limbs or stems. When you are making arrangements like this, just think about nature and the colors and the different elements that you see all together in nature and work off of that. It does not have to be complicated unless you make it complicated. It would be really pretty too. You could tie a velvet ribbon in a wider width around this basket if you wanted to zhuzh it up even a little bit more. I think all of the colors came together. They're pulling in and tying in with everything I've used around the rest of my entryway. If you are watching me on your mobile device, there are a couple of new features you may not be aware of. You can hype this video. You are given several free points every week to hype your favorite content creators. I would be most honored if I was among those and you hyped this video. There is also a community post at the top of your mobile device here on my channel, and that allows you to post and send messages to me and the rest of the Uniquely Lisa family. You can upload pictures, you can share your decorating, and we can all just talk back and forth with each other and really create that community spirit. I would love to have that here. I enjoy talking to you every week in the comments, but this allows you to join in and post as well. So use those two features and let's make this community even better than it already is. I have my little pedestal table here. This was a estate sale find for $5 last year. Love that little table, great find. I have all my collectibles in my corner cabinet, and because it is so hard to film up here since it is so tall, I have already decorated that. I have just some transitional greenery and then a few pumpkins. I have that little chinoiserie pumpkin that I made, and I left my artwork here. I'm going to jazz this up a little bit with an idea I had, and then I'm going to decorate this table for you. This bow hook is not necessarily fall. I thought it was super cute when I saw it at Hobby Lobby. This was the smaller size, I believe. It was $5.99. There is another size, either smaller or bigger than this. Why can't I remember, y'all? It's so tragic. But I picked it up and thinking I could make it look like my picture was hanging from this hook. So to do that, I am going to use some more of that really thin velvet ribbon in the color black, because the black matches the ribbon that was already on the bow hook when I purchased it. I just made a little bow, and I'm going to use some double-sided stick tape and stick it onto the hook. It has stayed up there just fine like this. This vase allows me to use some more of my favorite blue color without repeating too much of the blue and white chinoiserie. I want to create an arrangement in it. Again, I did not purchase anything for this arrangement. I just pulled from my many years of fall decor. I wanted to start with that lighter base and then add in the oranges Because I used orange in the other parts of my entryway, I wanted to be sure and repeat that color over here. I have some more stems to fill out the bottom of this vase. And then when I was done and stepped back, I felt like that the blue vase was so light, I needed to bring some blue into the arrangement. So I had these little cone flowers, I believe that's what they are called. And I used these in the springtime, so I pulled them out and I added them in. So much for being here today. I hope you enjoyed decorating for fall in my entryway with me. If you are looking for more inspiration and ideas, be sure to check out my channel. I have a lot of videos, and if you haven't seen them already, I would love for you to check those out. I appreciate when you hit that thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed, I invite you to do so. Don't forget to hype this video and talk to everyone in the community tab. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day, and I will see you again real soon.